The rest of the people here that didn't come for a political meeting, I apologize. We're looking forward to having this town hall meet and greet, and I want to start right off the bat, as I always do. Rachel is used to this. Rachel is from Mark Schauer's and the Democrat Party. They photo me every place I go to speak that's public, and this is public, so they're free to do that. And so you'll probably see my face on some ads that may be from this spot. And you may hear some clips from what I've said that may not be complete, so you've got to be the ones that remind people that I said a fuller statement. But that's how campaigns are at this time. And it's sad it's that way. It's not Rachel doing the editing. She's just doing the filming, so we don't hold it against her. Right here? So you're all with us too? Oh, yeah.
These folks want to hear you.
You're not alone.
We've had people that when I start speaking in a restaurant like this kind of get up and leave and say, well, my appetite's being wasted here. But, no, delighted to know that. And I've already introduced Rachel. She moves with me wherever I go, so it's all set. We are delighted to be here and thank the mayor and the proprietor for opening the place to us. This is America, and America is made up of a lot of people with a lot of ideas and a lot of skin in the game, as it were, now when we're talking about whatever side you're on. Whether you're a conservative Republican, whether you're a moderate Republican, whether you're a moderate blue dog Democrat, as the nomenclature is, or a liberal Democrat, we all have skin in the game. This is our country. And the election process is our opportunity to make our statement. I'm so delighted when people come up and say, Tim, you're not Washington, Jefferson, Adams, Madison, Hamilton. I say, ooh, I'm glad you're not putting that burden on me. But they'll say, remember, they were framing fathers and mothers and founding fathers and mothers. We've had pioneering fathers and mothers. We've had building fathers and mothers in the course of history. But he said, we in this time and age ought to realize that we are restoring fathers and mothers. And I'll take that. I believe that this great country is a great country because of its people. But I think the government has gotten a little bit away from the original foundational principles that really allowed us to come to this point and be a benefit not only to ourselves and our own communities, our own nation, but also to the rest of the world. And we can debate on how much we should be a benefit to the rest of the world and other countries. But nonetheless, because of who we are as a country, we are a benefit. The countries that I've traveled in and talked with the people, they generally look at America as a great place, and a place that they would love to come to at the very least. And I'd like to keep it that way, and be a land of opportunity. So we've got a major campaign ending coming up here on November 2nd, the election day, a time when we don't have to go to a revolt by guns. We can revolt if we want to, and chart a new course by doing it at the ballot box. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to stand here in Manchester and talk with a room full of people who are interested in what's going on. Let me say from the get-go that when I was your congressman for that one term, the 110th Congress, 2007, 2008, I deemed it a great privilege to represent this district. I didn't deem it as a position by right, and I think I proved that in the next election by losing and people making a different choice, which they have the right to do. But I deemed it as an opportunity to stand for those principles, and whether they fostered my political future in continuing on re-election, or whether it caused, as it did to me, for me to be the #1 targeted race in the entire nation, with more money expended by the other side to defeat me than any other candidate. I'm glad to pass that mantle on to Michelle Bachmann this time around. She has that distinction. And I just saw her the other day. In fact, she's coming into town for me next week, next Tuesday, in fact, to try to assist my campaign, even as she runs her campaign for conservative, traditional value, principle politics.